All right, and we are live here on not Formula Allegiant, on Allegiant Racing League, ready for the NASCAR Allegiant Cup Series Season 1 Daytona 500. So, yep, we are here and ready to go for the first race on NASCAR 25 for NASCAR Allegiant Cup Series. So, yep, here we go. We're not quite ready here to set up, or not quite ready to race. We're gonna have maybe a few interviews here for pre-race. So I'm gonna check the audio real quick as I get into the VC. yeah, having a little bit of audio issues, but gonna just hop into the VC here and see what interviews we can get. So, all right. Okay. All right. Yeah. All right. Yeah, I'm here. I had a few audio issues on stream, but all right. So yeah, we're gonna start interviews here, and our first driver we're gonna interview is NLS Network. So you ready?
Sure.
Okay. So yeah. NLS. Obviously the first race of the season here in Daytona for the Daytona 500. What are your how do you think you're gonna do tonight? Obviously, considering it's Daytona, anything can happen.
We'll see. New series are always a little bit hard to read at first. You got to figure out how the drivers are going to treat it. And you got to figure out how the officials are going to do their thing. So we will certainly see. But these have been strong track types for me in the past. So I'm hoping for a good performance.
Yeah. Um. So obviously, the start of the season, 50% of races. How do you think you're gonna fare? As I think these races are a little bit longer than most other leagues.
I'm not gonna lie. The only one leagues that I still do that are not at least 50% are gonna be Valvoline and Kellogg. Everything else I do is 50%. So I definitely think I'm in a good spot for that.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you, NLS. I'm a bit of a time crunch here, so I'm gonna have to move on to the next guy. So yeah. I'm gonna move on to Bryce. So you ready, Bryce?
Hello.
All right. Well, so Bryce, obviously you won the Clash. It was a bit of an interesting move, but how do you feel about your Clash victory? Because I don't think, yeah, obviously the stream doesn't know what happened, but how do you feel about your Clash victory?
Yeah, I mean, Clash was a really fun race. Wasn't obviously the cleanest win for me, but still it was a really fun race, and that race kind of just made me kind of want to go full time in this league just because of how fun Wilkesboro was, and um, yeah, I think it should be. I think it was a pretty fun race, and yeah, glad we were able to get that win. Gives us a lot of momentum going into Daytona here. So yeah, we'll see what we can do.
Yeah. So obviously I mentioned this to NLS, but 50% races do not have mean a lot more tire conservation and a lot more just patience. How do you think you're gonna do at the start of the season?
Yeah, I mean, I think I should be pretty solid. I mean, obviously I do a lot of iRacing, so the iRacing usually has a lot of leagues on iRacing have like longer races like this, so that should help me. But in terms of NASCAR 25, I haven't really done a lot of long races like this. But I think it should still be fun, and yeah, like I said, we'll see what we can do.
Yep. Yeah, thank you, Bryce. A bit of a short interview, but like I said, gotta get things moving here. So I'll move on to I think Ward next. So you ready?
Yo.
All right. Well, I don't know what's called your Grant Ward or Jack Ward, but you have yeah you have raced in Formula Allegiant. So you've obviously been a part of Allegiant leads, but now we're on to the NASCAR side. So how compared to F1, how do you think you're gonna do on the NASCAR side of things?
Should be better. Less poverty franchise in F1, so looking forward to fun.
Yeah. So we have 50% races here, the same amount as Formula One or FA, but obviously these are gonna be a little bit longer. So how do you think you're gonna do on these longer races?
Shit. Make it 100% races and four times wear.
Yeah. Um. All right. Well, thank you, Ward, and we're gonna move on to I think Chill Guy Jelly up next. So you ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
Okay. So obviously, I'm not really sure. I don't think I've ever been in a lead with you, but how do you think you're gonna do here tonight at Daytona?
I think I'm gonna do pretty good. And gonna try and get a top 10 finish.
Yeah. So yeah, Daytona. Obviously Daytona first race, but the rest of the season's to be kind of a question mark. But how do you think you're gonna do at the start of the season? Do you think you're gonna be able to get better over the season?
Well, I'm only doing part time. I think I'm
Right.
only gonna do super speedways in Bristol. So I think I'm gonna do pretty good at those tracks.
Yeah. Um. Yeah. Well, thank you for your interview, and yeah, I'll move on to anybody who wants one next. But yeah, if anyone wants to interview. All right. Well, if not, then that'll conclude interviews today. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get the lobby set up, and I'm gonna mute real quick for everyone in the Discord chat. But I'll be back in a few. But, all right. Okay. Well,
Ugh.
yeah, gonna have to change that. Okay. But I don't know. Unfortunately, I don't think it's looking like I'm gonna be able to have my mic on for this race, or it's not gonna pick up the game audio. I'm not really sure why it's doing that, but yeah. So I'll be set the lobby up. So yeah. So yeah. I hope everybody enjoys the race, and I will see everybody post race here from Daytona. All right, y'all. Well, I hope all the viewers enjoyed that race. I apologize for no audio. Uh, I'm not really sure what happened. It was working when I tested it earlier, and now I just didn't have enough time to fix it all. But yeah, we're gonna head over to interviews right now. So yeah, let's head over there. All right, y'all. Well, interviews time. So I'll start off with Bryce. Yeah. So you ready, Bryce?
Yeah.
All right. Well, Bryce, you had a decent race. Kind of just feel like you're in the middle of the field for the whole race. Unfortunately, you got walled at the end and finished last. Um, so yeah, tell me, how do you feel like your race went there?
I mean, it was pretty solid execution. I mean, I was kind of just riding around for a lot of the race, just so I didn't get in any wrecks or anything, and just trying to be as clean as possible. But yeah, I mean, I was up there on the final lap, and then just got hooked. Simple as that, pretty much. Just got turned, and yeah, that pretty much ended my chances. So yeah, that was pretty unfortunate, but yeah, I mean, still really solid race overall from 84 team, but yeah, just didn't go our way at the end.
Yeah, unfortunate for you after winning the Chick-fil-A Clash, but we have Phoenix up next. We'll get to see some actual racing and some long runs, hopefully. How do you think you're going to do down there in the desert?
Yeah, I mean, Phoenix is a good track, I think. I should be pretty solid there. Hopefully we can go for a win there. I think we should be pretty solid. I think we showed our pace at the non-super speedways at the Clash, and it was pretty good. So, yeah, I think we should be good at Phoenix. But honestly, who knows? Because I don't know. I mean, I haven't raced a lot of these people. In like other leagues, I've never really raced anyone here. That races here. So, yeah, I mean, we'll just see where our pace is. Not 100% sure where we'll be, but I do think I'll be pretty solid at Phoenix. So, yeah, we'll just have to see.
Yeah, thank you, Bryce, and I'll see you at Phoenix. But yeah, gonna move on to the 28 of Ben Goated. So you ready, Ben?
Yeah.
Well, it was a pretty tough race for you, but you had a few good moments, but unfortunately you end up P7, and but at least you're in the main pack. But yeah, tell me how did your race go through your point of view?
Well, I most of the time I saw the wall, which wasn't the best, but I mean, at least I had a couple of runs with the pack. Um, a couple of guys being aggressive, but it is the first race. But yeah, just some guys need to clear up their actions.
Yeah, tough luck for you. So we have Phoenix up next. How do you think you're gonna do there?
Not the best at Phoenix, but not the worst either. Mid pack probably again, but yeah.
Yeah. Well, thank you, Ben, and I hope to see you at Phoenix.
All right, thank
But
you.
yeah. So we're gonna move on to the OA of I'm just gonna call you Chill Guy. I don't know. I'm just gonna call you Chill Guy Jelly because that's what your username is. But you
You
ready?
can call me,
Okay.
but yes, I'm ready.
Okay. So you end up P7 on the finish. It was a bit of a tough race for you. Tell me kind of just what happened there at the end. Did you kind of shuffled out?
I was being too aggressive, and I spun out like two different guys, and definitely gonna have to do some practice for next week at Phoenix, and hopefully I'll be dialed by then.
Yeah. So speaking of Phoenix, it's gonna be a long race. What do you think? What do you think you're gonna need to do next week to be able to kind of get your car up to the front and keep out of trouble?
I think I'm gonna have to do a lot of practice. Yeah, it's just practice and get down all my stuff at Phoenix.
Yeah. Well, thank you for the interview, and we'll move on to the 74 of just gonna call you Cheeks. I don't know. Just call you Cheeks. You ready?
Yep.
All right. Well, it was a decent race for you. You were up towards the front. You finished P5, actually P6. Sorry, but how do you feel like your race went overall?
I think it was all right. Good to see the team win. So I had a fast car, just didn't execute.
Yeah, tough luck for you. At least you did get the fastest lap of the race, so you would get 5 additional points. So, pretty good day for your team. So, obviously, we go to Phoenix. Like I've asked everybody else, how do you think you're going to do at Phoenix?
I think I should do all right. I guess we'll see.
Yeah, well, thank you for your interview, and yeah, congrats to the team for winning. But, yeah, I'm gonna move on to Ward. So, you ready, Ward? No, he's not even in here. Never mind. My bad. We're gonna move on to the 26. So you ready?
Yep.
All right. Yeah. So you definitely had a interesting race. I know many people weren't happy for you. You got involved in a few wrecks, but yeah. Tell me, yeah, kind of what happened out there, and how do you think your race went?
I completely sucked. I was trying to force it. I played too much of my career on the racing game, and I'm used to putting my nose in the ground and push those guys out of the way. I just need to learn how to not do that and calm down and keep my composure under control.
Yeah. So we head to Phoenix next, which is a very tough track, very unique track. How do you think you're gonna do there?
I'm not really the greatest at Phoenix. I'm probably more than likely going to get dead last or P8. But hopefully I just don't wreck everybody like this weekend. Build some morale around the group, I guess.
Yeah. Well, yeah. We'll see you at Phoenix, and yeah. Thank you. Um. And yeah, we're gonna move on to Stubby, who finished P2. So you ready?
Yes, sir.
All right. Well, Stubby, you had a good race. You won stage 2. Yeah, you were pretty much up there for most of the race, but just didn't quite happen in the end. What do you think you could have done differently to maybe try to get the win?
Well, my plan was to ride in the back all day until the end, and then there toward the end of stage one, I got up front and pretty much dominated stage two, and thought I had the strongest car and could keep the field at bay, and it just didn't happen at the end. I believe with two or three to go, there was a big run down the backstretch, and we got all boggled up and just got in second place and tried there coming with the try over, but didn't get it done.
Yeah, tough luck for you, Stubby, but you showed great pace in North Wilkesboro and now Daytona. But the question is, we move on to next week at Phoenix. How do you think you're gonna do there?
It's like racing on ice, but I think we'll get it dialed in and be up front again.
Yeah. Thank you, Stubby. Yeah, came up just short in that Dale Jr. Very nice car, but yeah. We'll move on to your race winner, Ben, in the number 3, who will win the first ever Daytona 500 in Natch. So you ready?
Yeah, that was an interesting race, to say the least. I sat in the back for most of it. I just kind of took it all in after I was dumped early, but the team got her fixed, so thought I'd play it safe. Knew I had a fast car up, just tried to keep it clean till the end. Ended up in a good spot.
Yeah. So yeah, you obviously carry a lot of momentum into Phoenix. Do you think you're gonna be able to back up your win there in Phoenix, which is the complete opposite of what this track is? But do you think you're gonna be able to back it up?
I hope so. I enjoy the braking a lot more than just holding it wide the whole time. So as long as we come with a good setup, hang with the pack, I think I got a chance to run up there.
Yeah. Yeah. Final question for you. We got obviously a long season to go, but do you think this win will have any effect on kind of your momentum for the rest of the season?
Oh yeah, it's huge, especially winning the biggest race right there. I mean, some guys do it going on 22 years and still have never won it. So it's glad to get it out of the way right away.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I know how that feels, but yeah, thank you for your interview and congrats on the Daytona 500 win.
Thank you.
Yep. But yeah, that'll do it for interviews here from Daytona. So thanks everyone for racing. I know it was a bit of a wreck fest, but at least we had a solid finish. Thanks everyone for racing, and yeah, I will see everybody next week at Phoenix. And I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up the stream here. So goodbye, y'all. All right. Well, there you guys have it. An interesting Daytona race, and it will be, well, hi Josh. I cannot talk, but it will end with Ben in the number 3 for Prairie Land Ag Racing, picking up the inaugural win here in Nax. Like I mentioned 10,000 times in the interviews, we will head to Daytona. Oh my god, I cannot talk. We will head to Phoenix International Raceway next Wednesday, same time at 7:30 p.m. Eastern for the Cheddar's 250. Who will come out on top there in the desert? We will have to find out. but yeah. This is Max Beard, and this is me signing off here from Daytona. We will see everyone in Phoenix. Goodbye.